Okay, so let's get started with the before tour. Many of you may be familiar with how my office looks. It has been in this orientation and in this space now for several years, and I have several videos on the different ways that, like when I was moving in here and that kind of thing, that I'll link. This was a garage, so I'm just giving you an overview of how everything is laid out. So right here goes up into our house, and there is some stairs, and so then this wall here is set back. So the room itself is long, and then it has this area that is set back in it. So originally when we first decided to do this, I had wanted a long desk here, and I wanted it to wrap around and go under the window. And my idea was that I would have my computer and stuff in that corner, and then my crafting area here. That is before I was really doing the amount of business that I am now in this space. So that is how I have everything set up. I purchased different pieces of furniture over the years. So the very first thing we did is we converted the garage and did all of that. And then the second thing I did was get the desk. And then I've just done it over time. So now that I've been in here a while, I need a little bit better setup. I feel like I'm not utilizing the space as much as I could. There's a lot of different gaps with pieces. Also, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily coordinate or match because I've made this piece of furniture work and that piece of furniture work. And so what we're going to be doing is taking everything out of here and changing the entire orientation. So that's why I'm just giving you a view of how everything is set up. The only thing that will stay the same will be this piece of furniture here. This is 2 IKEA units. There is the one unit that is 4 by 4, and then stacked on top of that is 2 by 4. So that is where all my albums are. This piece of furniture here will stay just like that. These items here will move, and then these items here will move, but there is no other place for this piece to go. And honestly, I want it there. I want my albums there. We use it for other things. It works there well. It's just stuff around it that doesn't maybe work the best. So you come into my office here. Here are the steps. And then over here is a door that goes out to the side of our house. And then here is my desk and computer setup. And then over here is this setup. And this is where I just struggle because things are so messy. I just feel like everything is cluttered. You can see I have mail that needs to go out. I have started taking down all of the decor pieces. That's what this box is right here. I've just started taking down all of the decoration and everything because that's going to change a little bit as well. So I have this bookshelf here. It's just a Walmart bookshelf. That will probably stay there, but it will probably have different items on it. So my goal is going to be to put all of this computer setup, so this exact setup here, will go into this corner. And where my desk is, I will have an island that you'll be able to sit on either side of it. So this goes out to our front yard and where our car is parked. And then this is where I film. So my camera is here. This is where I stamp. So my lighting and my ink pads and everything are right there. My cardstock, my stamps, my Big Shot, die cutting stuff. And then these are retired stamp sets that I keep. I don't keep all of my retired stuff, but I do keep some items. And then here is my long desk, and these set of 2 drawers here are all stamping related stuff, clear blocks, adhesive, that kind of thing. This long shelf here, my husband made for me. It is something I'm not sure that I will keep this particular one. I feel like we're going to do something different in the room. So then on this side is all of where my Project Life stuff is. So these drawers here are all Project Life memory keeping stuff. And then my album sits there. And then this long bookshelf right here has all of my core kits in them. And each box has several sets of core kits. So you'll see like that one has the Seafoam, the Everyday, and the Current one. My top one has my Midnight and my Click core kit. So these just are all core kits. And then I have my little printer. I have my Allie Edward stamps and then my Allie Edward page protectors. And then it goes all the way down. Core kits are all in that. I don't feel bad about hoarding those core kits now that Becky Higgins isn't making any more core kits. So all that time that I was like, maybe I shouldn't have all these core kits. Maybe I shouldn't hoard all these. Totally glad I did, because now I have enough to last a lifetime. And then all my stuff that I use on a regular basis, a lot of it is Allie Edwards, all sits out here. And then when I do the after tour, I will go into more detail about what all this stuff is. I just want you guys to have a sense of how it looked before I did all the rearranging. So when you look at the space from here, this is a big cabinet. This will probably be going away. This has like page protectors and my sewing machine and, you know, that kind of stuff. And then it's a big mess on top. These here are my kids' school boxes. So each year, the school stuff that they keep goes in the boxes filed. And then there's like old pictures, and then there's some fabric, and there's some stuff that needs definite organization. So then I have this really large window here. And what I will be doing is my goal is going to be on either side. So from here all the way down, all the way here, all of that will look very built in. I will have cubes, and I think my husband's going to build a new shelf and all of that. So it will be very like cubed and built in. And then there will be an island coming off of that where I will do all my crafting. And then all of the desk area, this whole L-shaped desk area, will go right over here in this corner. So then I will have all of this space on this wall, and I will have some bookshelves and some organization for business stuff such as shipping and my kits and stuff that I do. There may be a table here, like a short one right here for like doing homework and our household stuff, because our house is pretty small. So if Kayla needs a place to sit to do homework or something like that, it's nice to have this space. So anyways, I just wanted to do an overview. This is just really a very quick video just to share with you the overview of it. Some of the things that we'll be doing is I think we will be putting shelves that will stretch all the way across up top. I have large ceilings in here. This wall here is a stucco wall because it was the outside of our house, and then the garage was an add-on afterwards, and then we converted the garage into this space a long time after that. So this is my Bermuda Bay wall. It is the color of Bermuda Bay. I took Bermuda Bay cardstock into the paint place and I said, I want this color. So that's what this is. This will stay. We'll have shelves up here. The ceiling will get painted, and then all the trim pieces will be put in around the windows and around the doors. And then I will be changing my decor from the, I use the, if you look up here at those pinwheels, for a long time now, I have been using the Spice Cake designer paper that Stampin' Up! Had many, many years ago as my decor for this room. That will be changing, and I will be doing a black and white themed decor probably. So my curtains will change and the decor will change. That will be nice. And then more of this wall hopefully will be featured because I won't have as many shelves and such on here. I really love this wall. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorite, and I love the texture on it. It just, you can't hang a lot of stuff on it without a major, major ordeal. So, anyways, this is kind of the orientation. Everything will change. Everything's coming out of here and then will be moved back in after we get the ceiling painted. This beam is going to be painted, that kind of stuff. We've already done the door and the trim when we did some updates last fall. And then everything will come back in a different orientation. So thanks guys for stopping by and watching. When you see this video, the other videos will already either be in progress or will be done. So look for those, and thanks so much for stopping by. I can't wait for this project to be finished and to have everything changed around. So thanks so much guys, and I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, I wanted to pop in here and just share some progress with you. I'm about a month out from reorganizing everything, and I wanted to take you along on the entire process. So the first video you saw was a video of just the room, like my setup, how it was. Most of my stuff was still up. And now I wanted to share with you what I've been doing the last few weeks. I've been taking everything off the shelves, off the walls, packing it up, putting it in boxes. Most all of my decor is packed up now and in boxes stored somewhere else. And then I've been taking everything kind of out of the room that doesn't need to be in here. I want just the furniture that's going to be, that I know for sure is going to be in here. Like I wanted to make sure that is left. There's some things that I've realized by taking some of this stuff out and boxing it up that I'm going to have to fix before, that I didn't realize needed to be fixed. So that's good. So the only decor item really left in here is my vision board for this year that I'm doing with Ali Edwards' workshop, One Little Word. There's a whole bunch of items in this cart here are just my die cuts and embossing folders, and all of that will stay. And then that very bottom shelf, all of that is retired product to get rid of. And then my sewing kit will be somewhere else in the room. But all of this will need to be gone through, and I'll be purging a bunch of stuff and getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And so I need to do that. And so that I've moved this over here against this wall. My cubes here, I'll be reusing these cubes, and I'll be reusing where my stamp sets are, so that's fine. My desk is a mess today because I am putting stuff up and going through stuff and pulling stuff out and boxing stuff up. And then in the middle of all of this, I'm still working. So I have some new product here that I've got to figure out and start to use. I have a bunch of things that I need to film that are sitting up here. So there's still, I'm still working in the space. I've cleared off most of the stuff that are in these. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. I love the idea of them, but they just don't work. Like nothing really fits in them. So I may get rid of those. This cube here will probably sit in the, I'm keeping this because you can literally not find these anymore. These are Closet Mate mini cubes, and Target used to sell them. They used to be sold all over. Staples sold them. You can't find them anywhere now, which is pretty devastating. I really want one more that looks like this, that has the long and then like the one long one and then the one short one. I might attempt to make this one look like that by just taking one of the pieces out. But I'll be reusing this, and this one will just be stacked with this one. So where it's going to go, I just want all of them stacked together. So I'll be putting these items somewhere else. So I just have some things. I've been taking stuff off walls and getting stuff packaged up and boxed up. This shelf is going to stay the same. It's just going in a new location. So everything that's on that shelf is going to stay exactly like that. It's just going to a new shelf. And there's some stuff, there's just projects piled up everywhere right now because of this process. So I've removed a bunch of stuff from here. It totally feels empty. Like as I'm emptying things out, I'm loving the space. And it's really making me think about what I want brought back in here. My cubes will stay the same. The only thing that might change is the location of these, because I'm obviously going to start outgrowing space for my albums And I'm going to need more cubes for my albums. So, oops. So this might change location, and then these would drop down one level, and then these would start filtering in albums, which is always my vision for this was always that it would always be like full of albums. Like that was always my desire. This will not be in my room anymore. So all of this will be relocated and in different storage containers. These are old creative memory photo organizers. I'm going to get rid of those. And then these are the kids' school boxes with their like school memories, and those will be relocated. And then everything in this cabinet will be relocated, and I will not have any storage in here that has doors. So there's no closet or anything in this room. So I will not have anything with closed doors, which might be a problem. Quite honestly, it could totally end up being a problem, but I'm just going to go with it. So then also on this area, my desk area, I've started packing things up. You can see like my bookshelves are getting with less stuff on them. I have to have a few things out just to continue working, but anything that I absolutely don't need for work is getting boxed up so that when everything comes back in this room, one box at a time is going to get opened and things are going to get put up. And if I don't need them, I'm getting rid of them. I'm totally purging. So I've taken everything off my walls. I need to take those buttons off the wall there. I just need to do it carefully. And I just haven't had the time to deal with it. And then here's my desk area, and most of my stuff off my desk here has been removed and packaged up. There's that one little picture frame of Andrew and I didn't pack that up because he said it would make him sad to not see that photo in here. So I went ahead and left that up there. But all my other photos have been packaged up. And then I have some stuff sitting on the floor here, and this is just work stuff. So eventually this will not be on the floor. That's part of the whole point of doing the redo is I will actually have space for work-related stuff and packaging. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I've been doing and what the process that I'm going through to reorganize this space. So the next you'll probably see the room emptied out because we have a bunch of painting to do and trim to do and some fixing of things. And then, that will probably the next video will kickstart the entire rearranging of this room.